Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the day of the video diary. How's it going today? Today it's after work. I'm now like kind of hanging around before I go play some tennis. So we've got some catching up to do. I was going to do some car cam today, but both going to work and coming back from work, it was lovely and warm, and I wanted to have the windows down. And yeah, short answer. I even set you up and put you on the tripod and everything, but didn't bother. Anyway, what's been going on today this morning? So far, I had myself a half-day Friday today, even though it's a Thursday, and it wasn't a half day. That's just the way I roll. We headed on into work at 8:30. I left here. I normally leave at half past 8? Really? Yeah, 8:30. I left here at 8:30. I normally leave at 7:30. I had in my head then that I left at 6:30, but I don't know. I wake up at 6:30. Anyway, left it, yep, so I had an hour lie-in, which was lovely, which means it's half day, as far as I'm concerned. Got there for 9 instead of 8 o'clock in the morning, which was bloody lovely. And parked up into the work car park instead of the one down the road, which was nice, because it means I didn't have to walk as far. But I also ummed and ahed about it, because you know how the traffic's been terrible on that road? You have to kind of bully your way out on the way home. Luckily, I didn't have to bully my way out too hard, but today was a relatively productive day. It felt like I actually got quite a lot of stuff done, because it was the kind of stuff where you can just like concentrate, you can just like get into the zone and just do stuff, which was really nice. I was working through deployments. Turns out I've been deploying to the complete wrong place, ironically. So I had to do some refactoring around how that was working. What I was basically doing was I was copying over the DLLs and then just booting it there. And really, they were copying into a different deployment folder, and then I should have been booting it from there. Which means I had to refactor some things, because I had some code in there that was deciding like which one of the several drops was the one we start. It needed to now live in a folder where it wasn't being like several ones of the like several versions weren't in the same scope anymore. I had to pick. I basically just had to start one. Well, that sounds simple, doesn't it? I've gone from several different folders, I've got to pick which folder it is and then start it, to everything is just in the same folder. Sounds simple, right? No, because that means I've got to figure out how to start and stop the service so that it will allow me to copy and paste all the files over in the scenario that the build on deployment. If the system's running, like actively doing something, it wouldn't let me copy and paste and deploy everything. I had to figure out a way of stopping it and starting it again, but then I can't stop it for long, and if I stop it, start copying over, and it goes bad, what do? I've just lost it. The entire service has just gone down, so I can't friggin' have that either, so that was fun. Spent the entire morning breaking that and fighting with that. So it was fun going, like we'd somehow lost some of the complexity that I used to have, and yet somehow managed to just implement a load more like nuances than I used to have, which was fun. But yeah, so I dealt with that in the first half of the day, and then I dealt with that start of the day. And then what did I do in the afternoon? That's what I was doing in the afternoon. I was doing acceptance tests. I was helping Ben extend out some of the stuff he was doing. We had to refactor again with the refactoring the way that we were passing in information to the thing we've had. But actually, a long time ago, we started to send in data one certain way, and then a long time ago we changed the way we were doing it, but we kept both ways open to keep the acceptance tests happy. And we had finally got to the point where we needed to, yes, we got to the point where we finally were ready to test the things of, like the reason why we needed the extra data, and that meant refactoring a load of stuff, which was good fun, except for the fact that the way it's been implemented is clever, like, but it's so overly like granular, which means that when you want to implement just one little thing, like you've got to end up like you end up having to stub so much stuff out just to stop it calling other things. It's such an arse. And then halfway through that, the IntelliSense just turned off, so nothing was auto-correcting what I was doing, and it wouldn't tell me if I'd like returned the wrong kind of variable, which is like, you're an idiot if you do that and you've got like simple things like integers and strings or whatever, but when you've got like big objects called like facade quote store DTO, and like there's certain, like some things are capitalized, some things aren't, and then there's a load of fields on there that you're also trying to do, and it won't autocorrect any of that. It was bloody hard work, but I knew that it would take me longer to restart everything so that when I had IntelliSense than it would be to actually just like soldier on and do it old-fashioned. I was basically programming in Notepad. Happy days. Even Notepad++ autocorrects. But the main killer was like, there was one bit where we've obviously got like a load of references at the top. We've got like 10, 12 references, all like changed namespaces or whatever, and it said like, oh, error, because warnings were treated as errors, make sure that your references are all in alphabetical order. So I go, right, okay, right click, organise usings. Can't do that because we can't build, so it doesn't know what usings it needs and what it doesn't need. So I had to go through by hand, figure out which ones were out of alphabetical order, reorder them, rebuild. And then it was like being back in the old C days where you didn't have an interpreter. It would just be friggin' check it, right, build. Oh, you've done this, improper spacing around comma. Oh, for fuck's sake. Do it again, put the spacing in, then it finds another one. It doesn't find them all in one go. It just finds them in bloody number order. Do my head in. Anyway, so I ended up having to stay a little bit longer than I originally wanted to because I was going home at the weekend. I turn my computer off because I don't need it on. Like overnight I leave it on because it takes longer to boot it up and to set up everything how I need it, like with my RAM disk and all that. It takes longer to do that than it does to actually, like, I bet you it costs more money to turn it on and off every day and every night than it does to actually just like leave it running overnight, to be honest with you. So we were doing that, we were having an absolute whale of a time. I left at about 10 to 8, but it's alright, the traffic wasn't too bad on the way home. I managed to bully my way out fine, and then the traffic was absolutely fine. Just blitzing home. Got me old, it's Friday innit, so you gotta have the stereo on, blasting, windows down, foot down, you know what I mean? Came back, had a curry, talked to Dad on phone, and then got ready to go to play some tennis, and that's where I'm going now. And I'm in a bit of a rush because I am running a little bit late. I say running a bit late, I'm probably early, but I say that I've got about 2 minutes. So yeah, we're gonna play some tennis. I wasn't there last week, but the weather is nice and sunny. It's quite windy though, it's not warm. In the sun I imagine it is. But yeah, so haven't been in a while, so it's like bloody go, let's go do it. Oh, and other news as well, I've got an email from a lecturer that wants to talk about my dissertation project. Not the lecturer that I have been talking to recently, but a new one. In fact, like loads have come out of the woodworks today. I say loads, two have replied to my emails today and are interested. And I'm going to go meet one of them before about 9 o'clock, which is a bastard because I've got to wake up early. But it means I get to do a test run. Like I've always been saying, haven't I, that I wanted to do a test run to see how long it takes to drive to Bath on a weekday, on a work day. Because obviously next year I'll be doing that every day, and I need to figure out like when, like, do I really have to leave at 7:30 every day to get there for 9? Or can I leave a bit later? I don't know, we'll find out. Or is it better to leave even earlier and then like have a spare hour free before anything starts? Who knows? But I'm going to be finding out tomorrow, so I'll know. So after tennis I'm going to organise like my bag and my stuff, so that I'm just going to put like my swimming stuff in the boot, and I'll go swimming while I'm there, so it's not just a waste of time. I'm thinking drop everything in my thing, get there, have the meeting, go swimming, come back, well no, come back, maybe leave my car, maybe park it in Bath, we'll maybe go and have a walk around Bath City Centre, then leave, get back to Bristol, get my hair cut, have a fun time because it's the weekend tomorrow. But yeah, so it's a blessing in disguise, but it's weird because I got up an hour late today and I'm going back to normal, waking up at 6:30 tomorrow, so we'll see. Oh, and good, done. And it's nice and bright outside as well. This week in particular, I don't know if it's been previous weeks or what, but I've only just noticed, like in the morning it's super bright, like it's already bright by 6. I love it when it's bright at 6 o'clock in the morning because you just wake up, you don't have to you keep the curtains closed and it's still, you don't have to put any lights on. That's my favourite kind of weather in the morning. But oh, it's always good having a spare battery on you, isn't it? Remember the good old days when I used to run out of battery and then I'd have to be bored walking home? Not anymore, I can ramble endlessly. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, and at night, walking home, it's nice and bright still. It doesn't get dark until silly o'clock. So again, you'd have to draw the curtains and put lights on until late. Happy days. People crossing the road to walk around me because I'm weird talking to a camera. But yeah, so, oh yeah, I'm the kind of person who likes to sit in a dark room with the window curtains open. Like Laura draws the curtains really early, and what's the point? The second floor, man. If I was on the bottom floor, I probably would. Anyway, it's by the by. By the by, tennis. Well, how did tennis go? It was blooming hard work, but it was really an Asda trolley. Where the fuck did you get that from? I'm not even kidding. The closest Asda has to be. Actually, there is one over there. Either way you cut it, though, it's either a mile that way, like over a huge hill. I wouldn't want to push a trolley up. 4 miles that way, in which case you've got to take it all the way through town, or 6 miles all the way up at Cribs, which is a 20-minute drive. That's what I'm saying. Someone went to great lengths to put that as the trolley there. Anyway, by the by, tennis. Tennis was really good fun tonight. We were doing ground strokes and stuff. My wrist felt it a bit after a bit with the old whipping about with the old what's it called? Top spin. I was saying force spin then. Say that quick, it might sound like something else. But yeah, so a bit of the old top spin and the old forehand ground strokes, and then we were doing like mainly directing it, which was good for me as well because I'm only really very good at cross court stuff. So when it got to the point where I was forced to put it down that side, it was really good. We'd have like one person on the other side. They had to stay in their corner. They had to make it as hard for you as possible, so they'd make you run around. You had to continually hit it to them until you felt like you could win a point. You then shout play, hit the ball, and then you can hit it wherever you want. It was really good fun. It was good for me because that meant lots of running around, and that's particularly what I go for to a certain extent. While I do want to get better at like playing, I'm mainly there to keep fit. So I like running around and doing that kind of stuff. When we start doing like volleys and things like that, we tend to like you're stable a lot more and just doing arm work, and I'd rather just keep moving on my feet, so I'm always the one that's like jogging like a pro from foot to foot and then splitting. Anyway, so yeah, I was doing that kind of stuff, which was good fun. There was this new person there who, well, let's be honest, was old, relatively large, found it difficult to move quickly and like move agilely, if that two different things, you know what I mean, like moving to the ball and then also arm swinging, we'll put it that way. But she was alright for a little bit because then you like feed her and then she like hits it so bad that you can, no, it sounds horrible, but she hits it, she's not going to watch, but she hits it relatively badly, so you're forced to then deal with a ball that you wouldn't, if you were playing with someone good, then they hit it back in a predictable manner. So yeah, but then we did like the doubles champions thing where you play, there's 2 people on champions and then there's like 3 sets of doubles. So there's 2 champion doubles and 3 sets of normal doubles, and you play a point on one court, win or lose. As soon as you've finished that point, you then go back into the middle and you join the next free spot. So I partnered up with her because it meant I was basically playing singles. Sounds horrible, I know, but I was, and we won as champions. That's all I'm saying. So that was good. But no, she's actually quite good. When the ball comes to, she's got some dubious like decisions of which balls to hit, but mainly because she can't get out of the way of it, bless her. So she'll stand on the baseline and then it will just come at her and she'll just swing for it because it's either that or it hits her. But she's actually not that bad when the ball actually goes to her. She can get it in. It's unpredictable as well, so that's the other team off. And then I do an aggressive play. But anyway, yeah, so I really enjoyed it. It was really good fun. Hopefully I'm not achy tomorrow because I want to go swimming. So yeah, I'm into Bath, so it'll be fun, won't it? Quite excited to go to Bath. Well, I'm not excited. I'm excited to go and talk to someone about my project. And I'm excited, to be fair, even though it means getting up early, of doing a proper test run, of going and seeing how long it takes to drive there, because it's something that like Google Maps says 40 minutes. So, is it? Is it really? But yeah, I'm going to go the sat-nav way, which I believe is that way over the M32. But yeah, having said that, it is kind of dark. But yeah, so tomorrow is going to be jolly good fun. And what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to organise my bags to take, because I'm going to wake up tomorrow and I'm going to be like, if I don't organise my bags, I'm going to be really confused when I have to like, well, I actually need a towel, I need this, instead of like my work, like a lunchbox. I'll end up like going to my fridge, looking for a lunchbox and then freaking out because I ain't got anything. But yeah, I'm excited to do a test run to see exactly what it's like. Google Maps obviously says different times. It's not representative of traffic or anything like that. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it's not more than an hour, let's put it that way. But I am obviously leaving with plenty of time. I'm assuming, I haven't actually checked because I haven't checked my emails yet since I got in. Wake up phone. Yeah, it's trying to decide whether it's allowed to safe unlock or not. Okay, emails, let's see. My phone's playing a little bit silly. 1 West 4.65, holy shit. Yeah, meeting at around 9. so we'll see how the traffic goes. If I leave here at 7:30, I'm hoping to get there for 8:30, in which case I'm going to park like off campus and walk in, like park somewhere where I'm allowed to park for freeze, because I'm tight, and then walk in and stuff. Put my camera battery on charge because I'll need it tomorrow. Right, okay, first things first though, shower, change into pyjamas. I think I don't need to, I'm not going to, I thought about putting it in my boot preemptively, but that's mental, innit? That's crazy. Just get my bags ready. I just want to have a shower and put my gym jams on. I don't want to. Gosh, I'm pretty pooped. Just got out the shower and it's occurred to me that even though I'm off tomorrow, I'm not going to be around to sort the daily vlog out in the morning. So I'm going to have to end this video now. And hello, Bluetooth speakers disconnect. I've literally just been having a right jam sesh in the friggin' shower. I'm not going to be around in the morning in order to render this and upload it and whatnot, so I am going to sort that all out now, which means I've got to end the video relatively sharpishly, because I was a bit slow on getting ready, because I was like, oh, I'll just watch what's Philip DeFranco show, and then I end up watching a Sips video, and then there's 25 minutes gone. I'll just YOLO swag into there, and they're like, no! So, yeah, I'm going to get going. Tomorrow, it's going to be a long day. It's going to be a relatively busy day, as well. We're going to be running around, exploring stuff, having a whale of a time, making the most of the trip to Bath. But yeah. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I'll catch you later.